Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Fox Lake District Library's virtual story time. Today our theme is sheep. So we're going to start with our normal hello song. Does everyone remember the sign for hello is this and the sign for friends is this? So we're going to put that together in our song. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello. All right, everyone, our introduction book for today is Where is the Green Sheep by Mem Fox. All right. Here is the blue sheep. Do you see the blue sheep right there? And here is the red sheep. Do you see the red sheep? Here is the bath sheep. There's the bath sheep over there. And here is the bed sheep. But where is the green sheep? Do you guys see any green sheep on this page? Maybe on the next page. Here is the thin sheep, and here is the wide sheep. This one's the thin sheep, and this one's the wide sheep. Here is the swing sheep, right over here. And here is the slide sheep. But where's the green sheep? Do you see any green sheep? I don't think so. Maybe we'll find them on the next page. Here is the up sheep, and here is the down sheep. Here is the band sheep. See all the instruments he's playing? He's got a xylophone, a guitar, drums, trombone. But are any of them green? I don't think so. And here is the clown sheep. That's the clown sheep. But where is the green sheep? Do you see the green sheep at all? Here is the sun sheep, right there. There's the sun. And here is the rain sheep. Here is the car sheep. And here, right here, is the train sheep. But where is the green sheep? I don't know, do you see any green sheep in the train maybe? I see a snail with a green shell, and I see a green snake, but I don't see a green sheep. Here is the wind sheep, and here is the wave sheep. Here is the scared sheep, and here is the brave sheep. See, this one's scared, and this one's very brave because he's jumping off of the thing over here. But where is the green sheep? I didn't see any green sheep in those last few pages. Here is the near sheep, and here is the far sheep. Here is the moon sheep, and here is the star sheep. But where is the green sheep? I see a orange sheep and a purple sheep and a yellow sheep. But still no green sheep. Where is that green sheep? Turn the page quietly. Let's take a peep. Does that mean he's on the next page? Here's our green sheep, fast asleep. The end. Great job helping me find the green sheep in that last book. Now we're gonna sing a song. Who here has heard the song, Mary Had a Little Lamb? Yes, a lot of us have, right? But who's heard the full song? I am going to teach you the full song today. All right, so get ready. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. Why does the lamb love Mary so, Mary so, Mary so? Why does the lamb love Mary so? The eager children cry. Why Mary loves the lamb, you know, lamb, you know, lamb, you know. Mary loves the lamb, you know, the teacher did reply. Great job, everybody. All right, great job learning that song with me. Next, we're gonna sing another book, Sheepdog and Sheep Sheep by Eric Barkley. This is Sheep. She loves to dance. She knows all kinds of fancy dances, like the wildflower dance, the mud puddle dance, the get the spider off of me dance, and of course, the pee-pee dance. Dancing makes her very happy, and when she's happy, she closes her eyes. And when she closes her eyes, she bumps into things, usually trees. But one day, she bumped into something that wasn't a tree. It was someone, a very hairy someone. "Holy begonia," she said. "Who are you?" "I'm the sheepdog," someone replied. "I watch the sheep." "Well, I'm a sheep. I watch sheep too. Everyone knows I'm an expert at watching sheep." "I don't see how you can be much of a sheep watcher with all that hair in your eyes." "But I can fix that for you. Be right back." She skipped off towards the farmhouse. Just then, Sheepdog spotted an eagle overhead. It was looking at sheep like a mouse looks at cheese. The eagle dived, but Sheepdog told him to vamoose. Sheep found Sheepdog waiting for her outside the farmhouse, and she tied his hair in a pretty bow. "Now you'll be able to see the sheep," she said, "except you're still missing something very important. Be right back." Sheepdog looked around. It was true he could see a little better with his hair pulled up. There was the shed, and the apple tree, and the coyote. Coyote! Sheepdog told him to skedaddle. Sheep returned with some binoculars. "Here you go," she said. "Now you'll be able to keep a sharp eye out for eagles and coyotes." "Now, I don't suppose you have a map under all this hair, do you?" Sheepdog shook his head no. "Well, you're going to need a map so you won't get lost. Be right back." She danced her way towards the old truck to retrieve a map. The dance made her very happy. She closed her eyes, and because her eyes were closed, she couldn't see that. Yeah, the bridge wasn't connected, but Sheepdog did. She kept on dancing. She had some extra fancy moves. Like most of Sheep's dances, this one ended with a bump on the head, but she had meant to do that. Sheep fished the map out of the glove box and handed it to Sheepdog. "You're all set. You got a hair bow so you can see, binoculars to keep an eye out for danger, and a map so you won't get lost. Sheep thought for a moment. Now all we need are the sheep. She looked around. Not a sheep in sight. She borrowed Sheepdog's binoculars. Still no sheep. She unfolded the map. Yep, they were definitely in sheep country. Where are all the sheep? She asked. Did you lose them? You're the only sheep, Sheepdog said. Sheep sat down and thought about being only a sheep and not a sheep. And when she thought, she got very still. And when she got still, she got very quiet. Thinking can do that. Finally, Sheepdog spoke. Maybe you're not a sheep. Maybe you're a dog sheep, and your job is to watch the dog. After a moment, Sheep replied, well, of course I'm a dog sheep. Everyone knows I'm an expert at watching dogs. The end. Great job listening to that last book with me. So now I'm going to teach you about yarn. So, does anyone know what yarn is? So, this is what yarn looks like. It's kind of like string, except it's way thicker. It's a bunch of strings pushed together. And do you know what yarn is made out of typically? Oftentimes it's made out of wool. And do you know what wool is? Wool is hair. In this case, we're going to talk about hair from a sheep. So, when a sheep gets a haircut, they usually get something like a buzz cut. This is called shearing. And when they shear the sheep, they flip it on its back so that it stays calm while they cut its hair. So, let's pretend to shear a sheep. So, here's your leg, and you're going to pretend you have a sheep laid against your leg. So just gently do this. And be careful to not hurt the sheep while you're shearing it. Great job. All right, so next, after you got all the hair off the sheep, you then would lay the wool out. And you do something called skirting the wool. See, sheep get messy just like we do. And sometimes they get stuff stuck in their hair. Have you ever had something stuck in your hair? Well, this process, called skirting, gets all the stuff out of the sheep's hair. So they lay the wool flat on the ground and they pick stuff out of it. Can you do that? Can you pretend to pick stuff out of wool? Awesome job. The next step would be to clean the wool. So, like I said before, just like us, sheep get messy, and so does their hair. So you would pick up the wool that you just picked out the big stuff out of, and you'd put it in a bucket with a bunch of soap and wash it. Can you pretend to wash some wool for me? Awesome job. Next, they do something called carding the wool. So they would have a hairbrush and lay it flat like this, and they would put the wool on top of one of the brushes. And they would take another brush and move like this. Can you do that? Can you move your hands like this? So what that does is it straightens out the hair. Because sheep, what kind of hair do they have? It's usually curly, right? So they want it to be straight so they can mix it in and make yarn like this. The next step, after they have the hair all straight, is to turn it into yarn. So a lot of times people will use something called a spinning wheel. You put the wool in, and now that it's nice and straight, you would pull it taut like this. And then you would use a little pedal on the bottom and tap your foot and pretend to spin wool. Can you tap your foot like that? Great job. Now you have yarn, just like this, except this one's dyed, so you'd have to dye it to be red. All right, great job, everybody. We've talked about green sheep, we've talked about white sheep. Now it's time to talk about black sheep. So this is a book called Baa Baa Black Sheep by Jane Cabrera. And it has a song that goes with it. So if you know the song, go ahead and sing with me, okay? Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, miss, 3 bags full. 1 for hats and 1 for mittens, and 1 for a messy model for the kittens. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, miss, 3 bags full. 1 for a swing and 1 for a vest, and 1 for the bright blue eggs in the nest. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, miss, 3 bags full. 1 for a shepherd and 1 for Bo Peep, and 1 for lots of small soft sheep. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, miss, 3 bags full. 1 for a beard and 1 for a wig, and 1 for a tea cozy for a pig. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, miss, 3 bags full. 1 for the children and 1 for a missus, and 1 for a baby all covered in kisses. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you, any wool? No, miss, no bags full. Baa Baa Black Sheep, thank you for the wool. Thank you for many bags full. Sorry we took it all, sorry it's all gone. Until your wool grows back, please put these on. And that's the end. Thank you for singing along with me. Great job singing along with me with that last book. Now, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye. Does anyone remember how to say goodbye in sign language? You just wave like this. All right, so we're going to sing a song now. All right. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye.